Hello, this is Sierra, and welcome to another video. Today we are doing another chapter in book 4 of the Clockwork Chronicles, the final obstacle. We are doing chapter 22, and if it is short enough, we might do another chapter. I usually do it spontaneously because I don't really know originally how long each chapter is until I read it. So, yeah, we'll see. Chapter 22. And we're over halfway. Definitely over halfway done. So, yeah. The cat woke up next morning, feeling groggy and well rested. The memory of the dream that had occurred within the last 24 hours was a faint whisper of vapor. Nothing to be scared about. He was glad to know that he wasn't alone. Stampy opened his eyes and looked around the room quietly as he sat up in bed. He didn't feel anything from where the man who had attacked him had pierced him, even though he still could feel the bandage around his middle. Did healing potions have anything to do with it? Or was it not as bad as he had originally feared? Wasn't sure, but he was getting better. The cat already knew he wasn't alone. He found Squishy in a bed that was across from him, sound asleep. She probably had been just as exhausted as he was. It was good to see her resting. Slowly, his eyes drifted over to the door, hearing faint footsteps coming down the hallway. He wasn't sure whose footsteps they belonged to. Were the rescuers coming to check on them? Or was something else coming? How could he be sure? Stampy took a deep breath as he pushed the thought aside. He had to trust that whoever these people were would be able to take care of anything that might possibly go wrong. The cat listened as the footsteps walked past him, as he heard the door open and close. Uncertainty filled him as he pulled back the covers and pulled his feet on the ground. He looked down at his feet, which had been fashioned with brand new iron boots, back when he was in his sister's world, recovering from the loneliness and fear of losing his life. The man hadn't helped any by attacking. It had only stemmed deeper into his fear, seeming to confirm it, but he knew better than that. Cat stood up shakily, trying to ignore how shaky his legs were at first as he stumbled to take his first few steps. He could faintly hear his stomach growl, the reason why he was doing this. But as he managed to get to the door, he looked back to see the duckling still sleeping. Her expression was peaceful and calm. He hesitated as he gazed at her, not sure if he should go on its own or try to wake her. She was debating this, so he noticed movement by the window and glanced over to see, to his surprise, Sam was sitting there, watching him silently. When did you get here? The cat asked quietly, stumbling his way to the boy. Not too long ago, the boy shrugged. You were sleeping when I arrived. The cat nodded. Sorry about that. There's no need to apologize. You need to rest, Sam replied. So did Squishy, honestly. I'm glad you're here, the cat said quietly. I'm glad you're walking on your own without help, the boy chuckled. You could have intervened, the cat admitted. So I don't know why I didn't see you until now. Well, a lot of things might go into that, the boy mused. Either I'm really stealthy, or your brain is just too tired to notice the small details. The cat sighed overall. Then nodded. So, what do you got? What got you out of bed? I'm hungry, the cat admitted sheepishly. I thought I would go into the kitchen and find something to eat. Okay, the boy nodded. You're not going to stop me? The cat asked. Oh, I could fall down the stairs. The boy shook his head. I suppose there's a railing to the stairway. By the stairway. It's to prevent that from happening. The cat choked back a laugh as he nodded, amused by the logic. I just don't know. I don't want to leave her alone, or me. Laura's probably still downstairs. Yummy's probably somewhere around the house. I think he'll be okay, the boy replied. I can stay here. You're sure? The cat asked. Just want to make sure you both get what you need, the boy replied. I'll still be here if you need me. I always need you, Sam, the cat said sadly. At least, what is the being a good friend and protecting me and all? Sam chuckled. Always happy to help. I know, the cat nodded as he looked over at the duckling. You'll let us know if something comes up. Of course. Same for you, the cat replied. The cat smiled and nodded. He took his time to get to the door, careful not to fall over. wanting to prove to himself and to his friends that he was getting better, that he was getting more and more strength every day. He arrived at the door and glanced back one more time, receiving a reassuring, confident expression on the boy's face. He knew everything would be fine. Nothing had happened so far at least. The cat opened the door and closed it behind him, heading over to the stairs. A wave of nervousness filled him as he walked down an empty hallway. Last time he remembered being out in the hallway, the safe house, alone, was when Gerald had finally captured him and betrayed him, accusing him and lying to the cause about what had happened. A shiver ran through him as he pushed the memory aside. He wasn't in the same place or even world. Gerald was dead. He couldn't hurt him anymore. That didn't mean that there wasn't someone else out in one of the rooms waiting for the perfect moment to strike. The cat swallowed as he pushed that thought back as well. He was being paranoid. No one was stalking him. No one was here to hurt him. He was safe. Otherwise, Sam wouldn't have let him go on his own. Unless he didn't know. The cat managed to crawl his way to the stairs as he grabbed for the railing, taking a deep breath, trying to reassure himself that everything was fine. He was safe here. He had to trust that his friends would make sure of that. He had to believe they would get through this. He was just going to the kitchen, after all. The cat began to walk down the stairs, cautious of every step he took, making sure he had firm footing before taking the next one. Slowly but surely, he arrived at the first floor, looking around the main room quietly, trying to figure out where the kitchen would be. Cat suddenly caught a scent of fresh baked food, as if it was just came out of the furnace. It didn't have the smoky scent of it normally would if it had come out of the smoker. Just the standard scent of cooked food. Something he was very used to by now. Detail, detail. The cat. That was a funny one. Detail, detail. That just might be me. He followed the scent through the main room, filled with comfy furniture and a table, into what appeared to be a kitchen. The cat looked around the kitchen, feeling his stomach growl and protest even louder. He'd eat almost anything right now. Well, anything that wasn't the men that had been trying to feed him. They just did it to torture him with disgusting food. That's what he got when he was a straight prisoner. He'd be more than happy he never had to eat that ever again. Suddenly, he heard movement to his right. As he turned, see a young woman putting some things away. The clatter of items recognizable and familiar. The woman looked to be about 30. Her back facing towards him, as to show him the midnight purple hair that seemed to glimmer in the light with bright pinks, blues, greens, yellows, and whites. It looked like the hair itself seemed to have a mind of its own. Every time she moved, the glittery stars in her hair bounced around. It confused and amazed the cat how hair could work like that. Hello? The cat asked, not sure if he wanted to disturb her. The woman turned to face him, her caramel brown eyes looking back at him. Why, hello there, she asked cheerfully. It's good to see you walking about. Yeah, the cat nodded, looking at her outfit for a moment. She wore a white floral blouse, pink, purple, and magenta flowers that matched her dark navy jeans. I decided to come down here because I wanted to get something to eat. I'm starving. Oh, yes, of course, she said with a chuckle. What would you like? Well, you have any cake in stock? Cat asked. I'm not sure, she said thoughtfully. Why don't you have a seat while I make you one? All right. Okay, the cat replied as he went over to the table, pulled out a chair, and took a seat. Glad he could rest from the walking he'd done. And that was the only journey down the stairs. He couldn't imagine how he would feel after trying to climb up the stairs. The cat wow. I'm messing up my words again. He watched silently as the woman walked into what looked like a storage room, perhaps getting some of the items that didn't need to be cold. Minutes passed before she walked out again with a bundle of wheat, and sugar, putting them on the crafting table. You're lucky the wheat was in the emergency spot, she replied with a chuckle. Yummy thinks I don't know where it is. Bet I do. So, you're Lauren. Cat asked, nodding as if this made sense. Yep, that'd be me, she chirped as she opened the fridge and took out 3 buckets of milk and an egg, putting them in their proper place. Magically, the cake appeared, freshly baked and ready to go as Lauren put it on a plate and carried it to the cat. Here you go, just for you. Cat nodded gratefully. Thank you. Pleasure's mine, she said as she turned to go back to cleaning up, her hair sparkly and glimmering even more as she did so. It was very illusionary and colorful. The cat had a feeling he could stare at it for hours without getting bored, but forced his eyes to look away as he looked at his cake, diving in to enjoy its delicacy. After he was finished, he looked back up to see that Lauren was just about putting things away when the cat heard the sound of footsteps in the main room. The cat looked over to see Squishy and Sam walking into the room. Duckling immediately spotting him and walked over to sit next to him. I thought you'd be down here, she made you smile. You know me, the cat said with a cheeky smile. I have to have my breakfast somehow. She nodded. I'm glad you're feeling better. I'm getting there, the cat said. Stronger every day. She nodded and smiled as a sweet pumpkin pie was set in front of her. She enjoyed every last bite. The cat was glad they both had something that they loved, something that they enjoyed without care about what anyone else thought. So, is there anything special planned for later today or something? The cat asked, looking back at the boy, chatting quietly with Lauren. No, not really, the young woman said. Just that you need all the time to recover. But I feel fine, the cat admitted. She smiled sadly with understanding. We just want to make sure before sending you straight back home. We don't want to push back any progress you've made on your recovery. The cat sighed. Very well, but I feel like I've slept for 8 years. Then rest, she said. You've got us to keep you company. How long before the 3 of us can go back to the lovely world? The cat asked. I'd stay about 3 days at most, Sam offered. Not an insane amount of time. Feels like it, the cat said quietly. It'll be here before you know it, Squish said, reassuringly, holding the cat's paw in her own. You'll see. Yeah, the cat said with a smile, believing her. It wouldn't be long before he could come home to see his friends, the dogs, and everything else he had accomplished. He couldn't wait, but it wouldn't be much longer than anything else had been. He could get through it. He'd done it before. He would do it again. How much time do we have? Yeah, we'll probably have to end that there. If it's over 10 minutes, I stop it, obviously, because I don't want to go too long. But yeah, this is chapter 22. We'll be moving on to chapter 23 next, and so on and so forth. Whew. We're getting very close. Oh. Yeah. This is fun. Can't believe how far we've gone already. And as of recording, you guys haven't even seen the first chapter yet, so it'll come. By the time you're reading this, it'll have already come and passed. But I still gotta work on one of the bigger things I'm working on at the moment, but I'm just like, just gonna enjoy the moment here. Probably gonna end it here for today because my voice is tired and my nose is dry. Even though my nose being dry doesn't really matter, but it feels weird with making my mouth feel dry, which probably isn't good for my voice. It's weird. It's kind of normal, but not really normal. Normal for this time of year. We'll see. Anyway, thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed. Yeah. Be sure to catch up on any videos you may or may not have missed. You know, things are about to get crazy from here on out. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you later. Bye.